I'm searching for a higher purpose. Inside me's an imperfect place.
532, you're assigned to a vandalism case at Athens. Did you copy the 505?
Action! No flash, please.
Well, when I first heard the song, I can tell you, even the very first time, it was very moving for me.
It brought emotions I didn't expect a song to bring on. It immediately made me realize that we were onto something powerful, something that could express other emotions to other people that was going to cause a change.
One of the lines said in the song, "I want to run away." I can feel what the lyrics are really trying to give out.
And how he tells it is really how people who have been bullied feel, because they feel like they're just trapped inside and they can't really open up to someone about it.
I couldn't take my mind off just imagining like the scenario, like, because King had told me everything that the story was going to be about already, so I just envisioned everything in my head. And it was crazy. I just like traveled through time. I've always loved listening to King's songs. Like, I'm his #1 fan. As soon as I saw him in one of the film festivals, I was like, that man right there, I need to become his best friend because he's amazing. So he's like a mentor to me. So I love him.
Well, King is a good friend of mine, and he asked me to be a part of it. And when he asked me, I was like, yeah, of course, because it sends such a powerful message. Especially, I'm 17, so I'm in high school, so I'm around people that are going through the same situation, so I was like, this is a perfect project for me.
It wasn't the easiest, and it was, it wasn't easy playing a bully, because I myself, as I said, have been a victim of bullying. And generally what I did to just prepare for it was just try to envision myself, took what they did, and did my best to reflect it, honestly.
The role I played is something different because I've usually been the victim, but to prepare for it, I don't know, because I've never really been through that side.
My role was a little bit challenging for me to go into, but as soon as I was in it, I couldn't get out for as long as we were filming.
It was really hard to cast the male bullies for this video because the kids were such good kids and they just didn't want to be seen. Even just acting as a bully, they felt so strongly about their beliefs in anti-bullying that they didn't even want to portray a bully on screen.
I would say that this video, opposed to a lot of the ones I do, took a lot more pre-production and planning. There was a lot of location scouting. We had to, go to multiple spots until we actually locked down a school that would facilitate us. There was just a lot of planning that went into this one. I'd say we were filming it over the span of months.
What you eating, officer? Oh, I bet you all it was a bad one. You see that? You got Nicole Bruno, makeup artist extraordinaire on set, living inside the rain. Now, man, this is very important for anti-bullying, teen suicide, teen depression. This video is meant to really wake up people and make them more aware of what's going on out here in society with these kids. So we can find a way to prevent it. Why not do it through music?
As a school administrator, unfortunately, we do see quite a bit of bullying. It's time that people get together and create a voice for the victims that feel they don't have the ability to stand up for themselves. And any opportunity that I can, I'm going to.
I definitely wanted to be a part of, and I'm a humanitarian by nature. Philanthropy is something I always get involved in. Any time that I can help out or bring about some positive movement in human life, I want to be a part of it.
When King 9 had approached me about this music video, he played the song, and I realized there was a very heavy, emotional message to it. You could tell by listening to, King 9 that he was definitely pouring his soul out on the track.
I could just feel the energy from Rob and King just transcending throughout the whole song, and it was something I just played over and over and over again to the point where I know the song very well now. I could actually sing it.
Really, the song was just kind of sprung on me. Oh yeah, Rob, I have this song I want you on. And I just happened to see him in the studio, and he just showed me the song, and it was really just a vocal warm-up. I think I even got some hot tea and a prayer. I always got to get right with the Lord. And then I just went in and started doing it,
I chose Rob Croft for the song because he has a phenomenal voice. He's an amazing artist. So I took on this subject because I'm hoping that this song will get us all through. Not only the kids, but the parents alike. Because it's touching on something that we both have to deal with as a unit and as a community. Bullying, suicide, depression, shootings. People don't like to talk about it because it hurts.
At 2 in the afternoon, gunshots ring out in this South Florida high school. Terrified students hiding in classrooms during the gunman's rampage. The shooter reportedly first pulled a fire alarm to get more students out of the classroom, maximizing potential victims.
So right after the shooting that had happened, my friend committed suicide in my school. And that was the first girl, the first girl in 30 years in my school has ever committed suicide. So it was really sad too, because she was such a sweet girl. So when it happened, we were all in shock. She was bullied because she was different from everyone else. She loved dyeing her hair. She loved being like this crazy personality. And I thought she was so confident for being like that. And it was so sad that it had to turn out like that.
There was a news story that I saw recently that actually hit me really hard.
It's been nearly 4 months since Cornelia Reynolds discovered the unthinkable. Her 8-year-old son dead in his bedroom. Gabriel had hanged himself from his bunk bed.
We wrote this music video a long time ago. This news article about this 8-year-old kid, and he was getting bullied and he was knocked unconscious. He felt so hurt and so helpless that he hung himself from his bunk bed. That really tugged on my heart, because in the story, you see the same exact thing happening to this kid where he gets bullied and then he goes home and he takes his own life. You know, I really wanted to have a huge impact on not only the kids, but the parents, because as parents, we don't really get to see what's happening at school.
The school district never told mom that there was a video. They never told mom that he had been assaulted.
They don't speak to you very often. The kids don't really want to connect because they don't think that you'll understand what's happening with them.
He probably didn't want to say, Mom, somebody bullying or picking on me, you know. He just didn't know how to tell me.
You know, I wanted the parents to be able to get an insight, a look at what their kid may be going through, so that maybe it will get, you know, the parents to start asking more questions.
This morning, the parents of a San Diego teenager are considering a lawsuit against his school district. They say weeks of constant bullying cost him his life. The 14-year-old teenager committed suicide.
Now more than ever, you're always hearing like this child took their own life because because of someone posting something online, or
one post on the internet, it's everywhere, and anyone can see it, your family can see it, you can see it. It's like a hurricane. You hope it doesn't get any worse, but it does. It gets 10 times worse with social media coming out.
It's a very similar incident to what happened in 2010 to Jane Clementi's son, Tyler. He was secretly videotaped in his Rutgers University dorm room while having a sexual encounter with another man. Humiliated by that video recording and its circulation, he jumped from the George Washington Bridge.
You know, you hear about it. And it's not easy, whether it's close by or from another school or across the country.
I'm out of control. It's too hot now. Growing up, kids always picked on other kids, but now I think they're taking it too far, to the point where young people are killing themselves, even recording killing themselves because someone else picked on them. You know, make them feel isolated, alone.
Caused a lot of emotional issues down the line. I have lost a few friends myself to suicide. So depression is a real, big issue today in America, and I know, when you're a teenager, it can, stem from a lot of things, especially, bullying in school.
On Thursday, Daniel's life came to a tragic end when his sister discovered him hanging by a belt in the family's Staten Island attic. Police later discovered a note where Daniel had written 3 haunting words: "I gave up."
I was bullied when I was young. I've always been the fat boy, as they like to call him, and it did have an effect on me. It did, because for the longest time, I felt I felt inferior.
People, especially parents, they should be more open to their children. Like having an open relationship with your child automatically not only prevents stuff like teen suicide, but it also just encourages the child to do better things and be more positive and not depressed and stuff like that.
We don't know what's happening with them, and the reason why we don't know is because we don't ask. So we can't keep missing. Like I said, the bullying, the school shootings, the depression, the suicides, that stuff keeps happening because we keep missing something, and we can't keep missing.
What we can do to help prevent bullying or teen suicide is exactly what we're doing here.
By putting this video out and the message that's going to come with it.
The more of anti-bullies there are than bullies, I think we could, outnumber them, and it becomes more difficult for them to pick on us.
I'm glad that we have a music video like this one to show people what it's actually like and what it could actually cause without actually having any harm happen to anyone.
I think videos like this are, going to be put in the proper places and the proper channels for people to see them and realize that, bullying's just it's not cool anymore.
I like to have them know that nobody has the right to put you down. Don't give them that power. Because chances are, and from my experience, the bullies are the ones usually with the low self-esteem.
You have this person who is just completely mental, out of their mind, and we call that person crazy, but we don't understand what is going on with them to make them want to bully somebody.
Be yourself. You're not being bullied because something is wrong with you. The person is bullying you stems from with them, something that's going on with them, something that they doubt about themselves. You're great. Hang around people that are going to encourage you, and just remember to not take it personal. Don't allow it.
I would tell them to message me or message absolutely anyone you possibly can, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people go through it and they don't know that. They don't know that they're not alone. And I feel like once they do know that they're not alone, they have so many people that could actually help them get out of it because they've gone through it themselves too.
My advice to a bully victim would be to not be afraid to tell anyone. It may seem like there's nobody here for you, but we're all here for you. Everybody. Even if you don't know that person, we're here for you.
I'd probably give them one of my own quotes. The quote is, "With every problem that decides to present itself, always remember that 1 million different solutions can come along to resolve it."
Is all this just a waste of time? Is there a chance of sunny skies? I'm trying not to show the pain, in case there's still a chance of rain. I'm trying not to lose my mind. I'm trying to keep a hold inside. I'm trying to withstand the pain of living inside the I'm trying to keep a hold inside. I'm trying to withstand the pain of living inside.